Boys, just dropped a slot offense over on Civil.gg, and I want to give you guys kind of like an idea of what also is included inside these ebooks. So this entire video is actually straight from that, or straight from the ebook, and it's a section inside of it called Beating the Meta Defenses, and we're going to go through the 4 main meta defenses that you'll really see, and kind of how we're using Gun A slot to be able to beat them. But honestly, this kind of applies to every single year and every single offense, give or take. So, yeah, enjoy this video. There should be some pretty good knowledge for y'all. Wanted to make a little section talking about how to beat the meta defenses you're going to see. The first one we're talking about is DB Fire. Now, this really encompasses all zone blitzing defenses that you might see where they're sending 5. But DB Fire is the most popular, so that's what we're going to do. First and foremost, if they are not pinching their line, if you see their line is spread out like this, inside zone, especially 0-1 trap from us, for us, are going to do really, really good. Usually I'll double team the D tackle, but just keep that in mind, okay? Second, all right, huge deal here. You need to, if you're trying to block it, you need to be running play action. And when you run play action, you're going to snap it, tap RT right there, like right where I just said to, and then you're good, okay? Don't hold RT. Tap RT. If your quarterback does not look like what I just did right there, you are doing it wrong, okay? Tap RT, because that's how you're going to be able to block this bad boy with the play action, okay? Then you're just going to run our route combos, okay? Boom, you see right here, able to block it again. Now, you're not going to have all day. You probably won't have time for a crosser typically, honestly, just because, I mean, they're sending pressure at you. They're going to get sheds, all right? Now, if you're trying to 5-out it, that is another option that you have. Now, I recommend our play posts, which I actually don't have. I'll just hot route into posts, basically, right here. But you can 5-out it. You can 5-out it, but you got to get rid of the ball fast. If you try 5-outing a blitz, you need to get rid of the ball fast. If you don't, you are asking to get really upset when you get sacked, okay? You got to get the ball out fast. You got to have an idea of where you're going with the ball. All right, but I really recommend, dude. This is my favorite style of defense to play against. I really like playing against this style of D, and really, I would use our plays from my favorite play section, right, and really focus on running the play action stuff, or running our everything beaters and our zone beaters. Okay, having quick options you're able to hit. I mean, the thing is, right, and this has always been a thing. Wow, look at my drag route. Look at Y. The post was the drag just ran into the D. I love this game, dude. I love it so much. That was awesome. But no, really, this is my favorite defense to play against because there's so many options. So many people, like, if they're blitzing 5 at you, right, they don't have enough players on the field to defend our route combos. Like, they just don't. You just have to make the correct read. And our reads are very easy. If you get good at these reads, dude, you'll be good at reading defenses for pretty much all of Madden. Like, literally, like, all of the future of Madden. I'm telling you. Right? When I learned how to make these reads in Madden 20, and I really took a big step forward in my passing ability, it's helped me so much every single year. I could just see the field so well. So yeah, route combos like that, route combos like this, right? This is our very basic post slant. Boom. Gonna hit our out route right here. Don't be afraid to go underneath. Make them respect you, right? Make them respect you. This is my favorite defense to go up against because I think there's so many openings against it. Also, though, it's a defense I run. Jeez. Nice, I just threw a pick. It's a defense I run because you can really adjust out of it. A lot of people will struggle against it too. But yeah, huge fan of this. And again, if they're not pinching their line, make sure you make them pay. Make them pinch their line. Nice. But yeah, really make them pinch their freaking line, especially with our 0-1 traps inside zones. Really, 0-1 trap is huge, and you'll be able to get some pretty big gains. So beating spinner, and then really this goes for any kind of, send 5, send 6 man coverage blitz is what this coverage is gonna, what this section is gonna cover. So in beating zone blitzes, there's a decent amount of flexibility in terms of there's a lot of ways to attack them, right? You can really manipulate zones all different ways when you get very comfortable with the game and how route combos work. Man coverage is not the same. There's a rule with man coverage that I love, or attacking man coverage I love, and it's really you need like 2 plays that get open against man. And when they're running man, you just cycle between those 2 plays. Because there's just less adjustments they can make out of man coverage, right? You know what I mean? Like, every guy has a guy that he's on. So let's actually set this up really fast. And, we'll use our, we'll put him in a spy and use our D-tackle. But everybody has a man, so you just got to put together a route combo that can get open one way, and then another route combo that gets open slightly a different way. And the very limited adjustments they can make just can't defend both of those. They just can't. Man coverage, very simple route combos. Now, what you want to use here is our everything beaters for the most part. That's going to be our best options. Now, just like with DB Fire, you're going to run play action. And again, I know I drew this so much, but if you get good at this route combo right here against man coverage, I do not care how bad your receivers are, how bad your players are. You yourself as a Madden player can get good to where you can throw this and catch it against the overwhelming majority of players, okay? Post slant, some combination of it. You can get good and do that, okay? Now, I want to mention, if you think they're sending more people, right, some kind of heavier blitz, block the flat guy, right? Block Y in this case, or you could block the streak route here, motion block him, up to you, but one of the two you're going to block. And then if you get good at this, post slant, simple as that, bang. Just get good at making the read between the slant and the post. You will beat the majority of spinner players that you play. Now, you need a secondary route combo. This is where things are a little bit harder, just genuinely speaking. A little bit harder here, but let's talk about how to do it. So, a play I like a lot is one of my favorite plays, and I actually immediately set it up wrong. But if you guys watch our favorite plays, you guys know this, is this combo right here, where B should be on a short post, by the way, not the deep hot route post. I just set it up like an idiot. Because we have numerous routes that can beat man coverage here, right? And if you want to go a little bit further, you could put A on a post route too. And now we have so many routes that could beat man coverage. And if we needed to block a tight end, we could block our drag if you needed to, right? Now we have a corner route that can win. We have, this and that. We have a bunch of different things that can win. And again, I'm going back to the tight end post because they're so good. And now we're making them respect in another way. Okay, that's two different route combos that we have. Let me actually set it up correctly this time. Bang, 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 boom. Let me go. Boom, boom. Cool. And now we have numerous routes that can beat man coverage. And if I know they're in man coverage, right, the streak isn't necessary anymore. You can just put them on a tight end post, right? Might as well. Bang. Yeah, I sent a bunch of pressure against myself. Now we're just getting these timing routes down of how they're going to be getting open. And it's simple as that, right? Now they have to defend over the middle, and they have to defend the sidelines in man coverage. How are they going to blitz and defend the middle and defend the sidelines in man coverage? They can't. All right? So really, really focus on that. Also, another thing is like this route combo right here. I'm a big fan of it. This is another. I don't know if this is a favorite play. This is another good one. And then a lot of times you see these heavy blitzes, dude. You can really get away with this. This is not a route combo or anything like that, but just keep this in mind. Is if they're a lot of people try to use the halfback. So if that's the thing, right, you can get away with like quick snap, bang, bang, and be able to, obviously he was manned up right there, but a lot of people try to use the running back. You can get away with hitting that running back fast, okay? That is a very basic rundown how to beat man coverage blitzes, especially spinner. Get this a lot. How do we beat 4-3 even 6-1? And this is kind of a rule for all of these kind of all-out blitz defenses. And this can go for like even dollar blitzes where they just send, the linebackers too or something like that. This is really just all-out blitzes. Still, we want to run play action, okay, per usual. And the main way I like to, that makes it easier, is to attempt to block this. And what we're going to do is we're going to block Y, and then we're going to run really one or two route combos. And the reason we're going back to being very, very basic is because, look. They are blitzing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people are blitzing, and their user's probably right here, which is, 6.5 or so people blitzing. There are 5 people in coverage. If they're in man coverage, they're easy to beat. If they're in zone coverage, they're easy to beat. Why? Because man coverage is bad without supporting help around it, right? And if everybody's manned up, they don't have help, like they don't have zones helping. And then zone coverage, if there's only 5 people on the field, 5 people on the field in zones, one of which is a user, so 4 people in zones. What fucking zones are they in? They can't be everywhere. So you can make things simple and have routes that cross the field and attack different zones, right? And the reason I say that is think about it like this, right? Think about what does this slant route from B actually attack? What does he attack? Well, he attacks the left seam immediately, right? He attacks the middle, he attacks the right seam, and he even attacks the right sideline. Same thing with the post, just vice versa, right? He attacking multiple parts of the field. So if he has a hook curl, nice, it might defend the slant or a post for a second, but they just cross, right? He might have a flat on the right side, but the slant route doesn't even attack the flat until the end of its stem, right? Same thing, that's why I like putting a deep post on the field on this play too when I'm playing these defenses, is because maybe they're in like a Tampa 2, but then they have the deep middle is open. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have the personnel. The big key here is blocking, though, and that's why I blocked this tight end. Now, something you could even argue is throwing secure protector on your tight ends. I've done this before. Don't do it right now, but I've done this before. It's fair. But really, yeah, just doing this, and now you're going to be able to get things open, right? And you got to learn how to throw these route combos. Like, you got to learn how to throw these routes. It's repetition. But you can do so, and you just get so good at the game. So many people try to make things so complicated, man. And it's fun to make things complicated sometimes, but dude, I've been playing this game. I've gotten to play with the best players in the world. I play against the best players in the world. I've beaten the best players in the world at the biggest tournaments. I'm telling you, this game is simple at its core to move the ball, okay? Master our everything beaters, and then the easy rule of thumb for like how to master everything beaters in our favorite plays. And the easy rule of thumb is if you want to block an extra person, block either a deep attacking route, which would be like the post or a streak on a play, like the deep post, or a flat hitting route, which in this case would be like Y, because post slant would usually have an out route right here. Just blocking Y now, okay? You don't want to block the post, because this route combo sucks, right? You want to block the out, all right? So let's do this. Boom. Bang. Now we have all day. We're blocking the blitz. We have all day, and they have nobody in... Excuse me. They have nobody in coverage. There's nobody in coverage. Nobody. Not a soul. Not one. Because they're blitzing everybody. They're trying to blitz. Now, here's a big thing with this style of defense. Every once in a while, it just comes free. The game sucks, kind of. It just comes free. But here's the thing. You eat that sack like a man, like how we men eat sacks. You just play another play. Why? Because these blitz-heavy defenses, usually you're not going to move the ball 50 yards in a play, right? You're not going to hit deep corner routes on them. You just don't have that time. But at the same time, you're usually going to have medium gains. You usually have gains of 8 to 15 yards, right? You don't have time for somebody to get super deep, but you see right there, like, okay, that's fine. Really, I should take the sack right there. Try to throw in the post. But you also, like, we're not throwing many, like, 2-yard gains either. So you can take a sack, get down to a 3rd and 15, and comfortably say, hey, I'm going to get 8 yards. I'm going to get 8 more yards. And first down, right? Post route, like these slants and posts and stuff, they get a bunch of yards, especially when you get used to them, right? Let's throw the slant. Boom. Right? How many yards? I mean, yeah, you learn, that little swerve right there, you're just swerving down, which we've talked about. And just like that, I mean, I think I caught it for a gain of 9 or so. And I swear that I was able to get a bunch of rack. Rack is a big deal, obviously. Let's go post route now. Post, I mean, this is going to get me 30-something yards, right? Good job, Donald. Yeah. I like playing this defense. This is a good defense to play against because it's fun. It's easy. So one defense that's getting popular online is this like nickel over or big nickel over G. Basically kind of a shed defense, zone coverage defense. This is a defense where you need to be sending 5 out against it. And what's nice is that typically when you're looking at this style of defense, you can almost identify either just at the very first play or very quickly that they're not blitzing you. They almost never blitz from this defense, which is good, which is going to mean that while we want to call our play action plays often, right, we're actually going to send our halfback out. And so if we have a very basic route combo, like let's say post slant, what I like to do is send my halfback out on either a ghost route, a table route, out route, or an in route. You really utilizing these things because essentially if they're only sending 4 people, they're not going to get anybody free instantly. So we don't need a blocker or halfback anymore. So we can send him out and just use him in the passing game as an extra guy to either pull zones. Damn, we actually got insta-shedded right there. Nice. But as an extra guy to pull zones or an extra guy to be able to actually get open. Another one I love is getting him out into the flats like this and running this route combo right here where now, we're attacking really over the middle of the field pretty aggressively. I should, let's go, yeah. So now we have 3 routes in the middle of the field across the board, and now you see halfback, bang, we're able to hit him. You got to be looking to work underneath against this defense. It can be a little annoying. It's really not a turnover-prone defense. The reason I don't run this defense is because I don't think it's great at forcing turnovers, which is how I think you win games. But it is like you got to work underneath. You got to work underneath. So again, right here, another great underneath route combo where we have hitch, flat, post, hitch, and then a flat from our halfback here. And we know they don't have a blitz that's going to come in very well, like at all. They don't. So we're able to run this a lot, and we're able to take advantage of what they're doing. And there's a bunch of different things. We can run posts on them. Really, the main key here is to recognize that you can get your halfback involved in the pass game here, and really start trying to work him in, because there's just a lot of opportunities. If you're blocking your halfback, you're blocking 6 people, you're setting 4 routes on 7 in coverage. It's just harder to get things open, which is fair. You know what I mean? It makes sense. It's fair that it's harder to get things open. But yeah, that's a basic little rundown. And you can really start to do a little bit of freestyle. And the keys are, though, just a lot of times you want your halfback attacking underneath and working to kind of pull routes or to attack just literally underneath, right? Boom. Quick throw, it's going to hit me in the back. Yeah, nice. But yeah, just a basic little rundown how to attack these kind of shed zone defenses. It's kind of rules that will apply for every Madden. Hopefully you guys are able to learn something from that. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys do check out my other videos. And if you guys want to learn more of this offense gun A slot offset, link is in the top description of Civil.gg. You get access to everything on the site for just $14.99. Code PREMIUM get you 25% off. And again, you get access to this and literally a bunch of other stuff too. So you guys will enjoy it. See you in the next one.